Hey guys, welcome to Black United. Welcome to another video. And today Ibiza 1, Barcelona 2, and Barcelona go through from the round of 32. We go past and we do, we go past around. All that is was important going today. It didn't matter if we won by 2-1 or if we won by 5-0. All that matters is that Barcelona went through. And I know what some of you guys might want to see today. You guys might want to see Barcelona fans friend today in social media. And for me, you guys are not going to be seeing that because before the game I already knew that this was going to be an absolute shit show. It's not the fault of the players. It's not the fault of the coach, of the team itself. Like it's just how it was going to be with the conditions. I'm going to explain that later in this video. But overall, it didn't matter the performances. If someone performed well, then fine. If no one did, then it's okay. It's nothing too. There's not a big drama because of it. Before we go ahead and talk about the game, let's talk about the lineups. Because Barcelona opted to go with Neto in net, a back three of Sergi Roberto, Clement Lenglet, Junior Firpo, a midfield of Ivan Rakitic, Riqui Puig, and Frenkie de Jong, and as the fullback you had Ansu Fati and Nelson Semedo, and up top you had Antoine Griezmann and Carles Perez. While Ibiza opted to go with a 4-3-3 with Herman in net, Quique, Gonzalo, Gomez and Aguilera at the back, a midfield of Núñez, Mateo and Lara in the midfield, and a forward line of Caballé, Jareño and De Oliveira up top. And what can I say about this game? Well, you guys know that there was a lot of things that were going against us for this game. For one, the Ibiza coach is Alfaro, former Barcelona player. He played under Johan Cruyff. He was a teammate of Quique Setien at Racing when they were playing together. And he knows. He knew how this game was going to go. He knew how Barcelona were going to play. And he did exactly what I expected, which was, disrupt the game. A lot of fouls, a lot of contact. Don't let the ball pass too much. Just be very solid in defense. And they put a lot of effort. Ibiza were very focused. They weren't great, honestly. Their attitude was amazing. Their play wasn't outstanding. It was just that Barcelona was very disconcerting. I don't know if the players were particularly motivated for this game. Not that I can blame them. I don't know. I'm gonna have to make a video about how the cups in world football, these national cups, are of no worth. No one is motivated to play these kind of games. Yeah, sure, Ibiza, teams like that are gonna be motivated. Barcelona, Real Madrid, they're just not motivated to play games like this. But anyways, this wasn't a game to blame. This is not a blaming video. This is not gonna be blaming anyone. Although I have to say, Quique Setien kind of rested with Junior Firpo out there because yes, Junior Firpo had a really terrible game, but it wasn't his fault really. It's just, what do you expect? Junior Firpo is as good as a defender as Carles Perez. It's just not his fault if you're playing him out of position, and especially when Junior Firpo is probably one of the weakest defending players that we have on the team. At least, it was just very risky. I have to say that if I have to get a positive note out of this, is that Sergi Roberto, for the second game in a row, has played really well in that position. So if, maybe if we're going to play a 3 at the back and we play Sergi Roberto that position, then I'm completely fine. If you can if Quique Setien can reconvert him into a right-sided centre back, that would be very good to see. Griezmann didn't have a particular great game, but that was just overall, no one had a particularly great game, but we saw what Griezmann's qualities are. He can run into space, he can attack the space, and his finishing was on point with the 2 goals, obviously. With this, I think we can be pretty certain that between Griezmann and Messi, we don't need any more strikers, and with the ability of Ansu Fati, Carles Perez, when Ousmane Dembele comes back, I think that up top we're more than locked up. We don't really need anything else going forward, so I think that we should be completely fine. The midfield of Ricky Puig, Rakitic, they weren't particularly great, but again, it's not really their fault. The ball wasn't moving at the speed that it was needed to be, and it wasn't because of them. Frankie de Jong was alright. He was alright, I have to say. Semedo kind of gone from the game. And that was basically what I had to say about it. There's just not much I can say. Yes, it wasn't a great game from Barcelona, but that doesn't mean that it was it's not the player's fault, it's not the coach's fault, it's just how the game went. Because when you're playing the conditions that we are playing today, I cannot blame the team for anything, because we're playing on an artificial pitch, and you guys know that is already pretty difficult. We're playing with rain, and we're playing with a massive amount of wind, so everything going against us. And yes, I recognize that yes, Ibiza were playing in the same conditions. The thing is that because Ibiza didn't have much of the ball, they didn't have to deal with much of the annoying things that come with having the pitch in that condition, which is the ball doesn't move at the right speed. It might move too fast, it might move too slow. For the most part, it moves too slow. Things go against you, the conditions are not the same all the time, which is, something that I think I have been complaining about world football in general. Football in general is not as professional as it should be. This is the equivalent of leaving oil in a basketball court. A basketball court, I think that in this term, football needs to change. It needs to improve, because football is not as professional as it should be. We have football pitches that are different sizes. The dimensions are quite different. Someone can decide to put more water, less water. I just don't understand it. It's something that shouldn't happen. Every pitch should have should be able to lock it up and close their be able to close the top. But anyways, it's what it is. Because of it, Barcelona are not able to display their best football, and because we're playing against a team that is by no means in disrespect, because they played actually a pretty decent game, but we're playing against Ibiza, a team that, I think they were founded in 2015 or something like that. Yes, they're doing pretty well, and they're trying to earn a promotion to Segunda, but they're just not Barcelona level. This game was pointless. But how coincidentally that with the new format, they just changed the format exactly the moment that Barcelona start having a dominance in Spanish football. It's just very coincidentally. It just seems very weird to me that they didn't change the format of La Liga when there was Quinta del Buitre from Real Madrid. They're changing exactly the Copa and Supercopa when Barcelona are winning a lot of Copa and Supercopas. They had to invite Real Madrid to a tournament that they didn't deserve to go. They're doing games, they're doing one-off games, which, if you guys know, if you're not motivated for these kind of games and you have a bad night, you're out. So if we today couldn't found those chances for Antoine Griezmann, we would be out. And just imagine having a Copa del Rey without Barcelona, and consequently then after Real Madrid. What is the motivation to watch this kind of tournament? Zero, for the most part, unless you're a fan of the teams remaining. It's zero for the most part. So that is just, I just don't see a point playing this kind of tournament. Whenever Barcelona, the Copa del Rey, it's always nice to win it, but because it's a title and it makes the club bigger. But there's no point, because always that you win it, no one gives it credit, and when you lose it, they think it's an absolute disaster. So I just don't think that there's a point in playing these kind of cups. We should change the format, probably get rid of La Liga, of the leagues, of the Champions League, and just have a super league. I know that there is bad and good things that could come out of Super League, and that there is it's not the most well received thing at the moment. But honestly, let's play all the same competition, a competition that's gonna show how regular and how good a team is over a period of time, and see how it goes. Because right now we're playing tournaments that a lot of teams don't care about, and they can just ditch them to focus on other tournaments, like Real Madrid, who, when they don't care about the Copa del Rey and about La Liga, they can just ditch it and go ahead and play for the Champions League, which is how they won most of the Champions League titles. So again, it's not something that I should be that worried about. Barcelona, again, weren't particularly great. We have the game against Valencia. We need to focus on that. I hope that we can keep seeing Ricky Puig and Sofati. I hope that there's not an attack on Quique Setien or on the players. They honestly don't deserve it. It wasn't that bad of a game. Like, we got the win. We are going through to the next round. And let's just hope that we can get the easiest opponent possible, and that maybe we can do a good run in the Copa del Rey. If we win it, fine. If we don't win it, that's fine too. But anyways, that's as much I had to say. I know it's not the greatest video in the world, that there was not much content, but again, the game hadn't much content either. So with that done, leave me your opinions about the game and all your comments in the comment section below. Comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Blaugranas.